Hey, Sandhya here, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing 6 powerful techniques that toppers use to prepare for exams. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end, as this video aims to help you become sharper, smarter, and faster, and definitely do a lot more in less time. Welcome back. Exams around the corner, there is a lot to be done. Some time back, we felt there is a lot of time. But as days pass by, the stress level increases, the pressure is building. You want to study, you want to be disciplined, you want to be consistent. But for some reason, you are not in control of your day. Time is slipping away from your hands. You lack the focus, the motivation to get things done, to stick to your plans. Does this sound like you? Well, let me tell you, need not worry. We've all been there and we know how it is. Even the toppers have gone through the same, and after a few hits and trials, they've come up with a strategy with what works best for them. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 6 tips that toppers use to be consistent and disciplined that helps them to crack their exams and get the grades they deserve. Let's start with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is know your why. First and foremost, you need to know your why. What is your ultimate goal? What percentage are you aiming for? Unless and until your vision is not clear, study without a plan has no final destination. Why you're doing what you're doing? What is your long term goal? Where are you heading? What is your vision for the year? Again, let me ask you, why are you studying? Are you studying for an exam or you're studying to build up your knowledge? These answers need to be very, very clear in your head, because if these answers are unclear, the motivation, the inner guidance is never going to guide you. The intent has to be crystal clear. Are you studying because you are under pressure from your schools, from your parents, from your teachers, or are you studying because you want to build knowledge? You want to work for yourself. You want to have all the knowledge so that it helps you to build and shape your career. Once the intent is set, once you've set a goal that this is what I'm aiming for, this is what I am looking in for, write it down. Say, for instance, you are ready to score a 95% in your forthcoming exams. Simply stick your picture with the 95 on it and put it at a place where you can see it often. More on this in my next video on how to make a vision board. Well, this declaration works like a visual reminder and sets you up for the complete year. Tip number 2, divide your day into 3 2-hour study blocks. So if you're getting up at 9 a.m., you can set up your 2-hour sessions at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. Every study session will be of 2 hours. So we are basically looking at a study time of 6 hours, which is equivalent to 10 hours only if you're completely immersed and not distracted. That means no surfing on the net, watching Insta reels, responding to messages, or playing games. One of the main reasons why students don't achieve their targets is because they are doing everything else except study in the time that is set for study. You sit to study, but you're distracted, and as such, what was supposed to be completed in 2 hours is not accomplished even in 4 hours. Now, just in case, if you have school in the morning and you have only the evening time to study, you could also split your study sessions into 2 blocks of 45 minutes or 2 blocks of 30 minutes or 2 blocks of 1 hour each, depending on the time availability that you have. So, every study session, we are focusing only on study and not doing anything else, which leaves us with ample free time to do whatever you want in your spare time. Tip number 3, decide targets for each study session. Now, once the time blocks are fixed, they are in place. The next step is to plan every study session. What is it that you wish to achieve from this 2 hour study? What chapters you wish to revise? What chapters you wish to finish? What chapters you wish to learn? Is there any subject that I am not good at? How can I make it simple? What can I do to make it easy for me? Do I need to refer to any notes? Do I need to check with my teacher for anything that is not clear, that is not understood? Planning is half the job done. Don't start studying simply at all. This is the biggest mistake that most students do, and they actually end up just wasting time and not learning anything. Toppers follow a proper strategy, a winning strategy. This is what I wish to achieve in the morning session. This is what I wish to achieve in the afternoon session. And this is what I wish to achieve in my evening session. They are very clear on their goals, and it is this clarity that ensures progress at every step. This is why, once they sit to study, they are not lost. They are motivated to complete it, and there is no scope of any time loss or time wasted. Coming to the next step, be your own teacher. This means actively engage with the paragraph, the chunk of text that you're learning. Make your own questions. I personally call it the W series: what, where, when, why, which, who, whom, how, and as you keep getting the answers, mark them with a marker to make it stand out. Make a separate book on memory notes and write down the keywords so that you can refer to it when you revise. This enhances your learning because you can make connections with the material. You need not read the textbook again and again. It is a proven effective way and time saving technique as you are recalling the answers every time and not just simply reading. You have your own reference study material ready, which brings into the next point. Tip number 5, make your own notes. All toppers, let me tell you, make their own notes. Let us understand the reasoning behind this. Every individual has their own way of learning, getting things done. And once you design your own notes, your half the job is done. Use different color markers to highlight the important points and make easy acronyms to remember. Do make sure to watch a detailed video on how to make your own notes for easy understanding and recall, link in the description. And now the last tip, which can prove to be a game changer. Tip number 6, track your daily study. You need to know your study capacity and need to have the clarity on how much of your study is completed and how much is remaining. Are you on track with your plan, or is there a deviation? If a deviation, what is it that I need to work on? Maintain a tracker in Excel or a diary where you write daily what is it that you are studying. Evaluate this on a daily basis, weekly basis, and monthly basis so that you know what is the progress. You know how much of it is completed and how much of it is pending. You have a clear picture ahead. Procrastination and time waste is eliminated. And the best part is you get to know your speed. You get to know your capacity. This tracker is your study mirror and reflects on your strengths and weaknesses. Also, it makes you feel proud that you've been able to achieve a significant lot and you still have time left and you feel responsible. And one last and final thing, which many of us take it lightly or forget or take it for granted. In fact, never, never, never work on this. And that is the most important part. That is working on your mindset. Memory affirmations, meditation that reduces the stress and anxiety, makes you feel relaxed and in the right frame of mind at all times. Let me tell you, no subject is easy or difficult. It is our interpretation of the subject. A topper has to excel in all subjects to be at the top. He needs to have a 360-degree view, focus of an eagle, and swiftness of a leopard. Do make sure to watch our video on memory affirmations, a 10-minute video that sets you up for study and gets you promising results in a very short span of time. The link is in the description, and this activity in itself sets you free from all limiting beliefs and charges you completely to unlock your full potential. Let me know in the comments which tip you liked the most and how will you start implementing it. All the best, happy studying, and you know what comes in next. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any single video.